2024 just started. The internet has been broken, man. This interview went crazy, man. I think we're already at like 15 million views, and it's only been like a day and a half, bro. Katt Williams, man. Club Shay podcast. Shannon Sharpe. Look, man, let's get straight into the most viral clips of the whole podcast, man. This is your one-stop shop. Let's go through them all, man. Let's check them out, man. Like and subscribe.
What happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. Yep. And I know the truth.
They did try to play Bernie Mac.
You shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king?
Tell him, Katt.
Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him.
That's facts.
The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth.
Tell
him.
It
was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you didn't have no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all.
Yo, they did kind of disrespect Bernie on his name, and after he passed away, man. Bernie Mac was an OG, man, from the Def Comedy Jam days, man. If y'all haven't checked it out, man, look up Def Comedy Jam, Bernie Mac, the GOAT, man. Truly just one of the GOATs, man, for real. And man, he was one of the best, man, 100%. Katt's just speaking truth, man. This whole podcast, bro, truth.
All of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here.
Facts. First meme of 2024.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Yeah.
Are you related to Luda?
No. So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to.
Yo, here we go, man. Yo, it was crazy. I feel like Katt Williams is really not lying about any of this, bro. He's really not even lying, which is crazy.
Be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us. We were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies.
That's a bag.
And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams.
Yo, what?
Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done a... Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you.
Okay.
Okay? I didn't get it.
This is next level stuff,
I'm not
man. Hold up.
Mad about it?
How much money they give? 200.
Sir. Fast and Furious on
somebody
what?
go Google Ludacris' wife, man. I'm curious now, bro. Hold up. Hold up.
200 million. I might be getting me one of the more women look the same.
What's going on here?
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it?
When did Kevin Hart wear a dress?
I made my own decision. Duh.
Somebody tell me,
you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
When did that happen, for real?
It's okay.
From a distance, obviously, I don't know how well you know Kanye. I don't know if you've been around Kanye.
Katt Williams
on
Kanye.
What do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do.
Yo, Katt's got a point, does he not?
If you say somebody got special needs,
does he not?
Then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve?
I don't know, Katt.
Wouldn't you go,
this man Katt's awake, dude.
This guy. Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that
Man, he's got a point, man. I feel like I know Katt Williams so much better now, man. This man's awake, bro. He's really awake.
What do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one.
Hold up.
Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted, to base his family
she got
on.
a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Katt. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the
If
conversation.
what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you? What do that mean the product was? No,
that's
I don't
crazy.
support
That's crazy.
or villainize Kanye
No, that's insane.
because I don't understand what it is we want from him. I don't know why we look at a basketball player and say, he didn't score no hockey goals this whole season. He don't play hockey.
Nah, man. Nah.
Kanye don't say nothing I can agree with.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Okay.
This man, Katt Williams,
He
man.
was the weird guy in the beginning with the pink sweaters when
Right.
we met him. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think moving to a beat of your own drum? This dude started a church and kept cussing. Nobody in black church said nothing. You would have thought all the pastors would have came. You can't be no gospel artist. You just said fuck that bitch. Nobody said nothing. Because T.D. Jakes over there with P. Diddy. Like,
Oh,
they
man,
don't-
come on,
Yo,
Only
T.D.
the guy you
Jakes.
had
Yo.
here has been upfront and honest and a man of God and humble and took the L's he had to take and didn't.
Nah, that's
I did
wild,
see it
bro.
was trending, though. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedrick the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
Oh, man.
They, for 30 years,
Three
they're a
comedians.
group. These aren't three random guys. The way that
They got an
Ricky
alliance
Smiley
going on,
kept
huh?
appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is.
Okay.
Why Earthquake not in movies? Because
Okay.
he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him.
Yo, this man
Like,
Katt Williams
all
knows
of these
everything,
dudes
man.
are
Hold up.
co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of.
He said this
the
is
fact
the
that
age of
people
truth,
tell
man.
lies.
2024.
Cats on
We telling no
drugs.
lies out here.
Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you
Competition,
get
man.
along with the other teams you were
That's
competing
competition,
against?
man.
If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys?
You got a
Something wrong
point,
with you?
man.
But I don't disagree.
Yo,
I don't
Katt's-
dislike all
Katt's
the
had so
Cowboys.
many
Katt,
points
damn,
this
you
whole
like them.
podcast.
That's
Okay,
not-
what comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Shannon Sharpe
Okay.
can't say nothing, man. He
I'm
can't.
not the comedian you can give that to.
Let's
I
just let
only
Katt say what he
put
got
on
to say, man.
comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar.
Oh,
There's
yo.
nobody
You-
like
you-
me in the
Yo, why did
business.
Faison
You
just-
called it straight.
Yo, Faison just got it
Faison
straight.
said that getting a Netflix
Yo,
special
Faison
is
just
easy.
got
I have
it
12
straight.
specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
Yo, why they doing him like
Why
that?
is he allowed to have conversations
That's
about
tough.
real stand-up people?
That's tough,
we do
man.
not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
My boy Katt,
I
man.
don't harbor
Hold up,
any
dude.
resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted.
Damn.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man.
Listen, in 20 years,
Yeah, every
won't
time
do
I hear
an
that, man.
interview. Nobody's ever talked to her.
That's
and
funny,
that
dude.
she's never been interviewed.
Somebody
anywhere.
research, man. Has these
And
dudes'
now,
wives ever done
understand,
interviews,
I'm not
bro?
talking
Hold
about
up.
one person. What
Keep
I
playing.
just told you applies to 7 people.
7.
How they all end up with that?
Hold up, dude.
What is your relationship?
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus,
Martin
he told
Lawrence,
me,
man,
Cat,
that's
when
one of
I
my
come back, I
favorite
need you,
comedians,
my young
man. That's
partner,
tough,
my
bro.
brother in
That's
comedy.
tough,
When
man.
I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do when you
Martin
come
Lawrence
back.
and
I'm
Katt
in your
Williams would be
movie.
a
Don't
crazy
trip.
good
I don't
movie,
need to see
man.
the script or nothing.
That's tough. That
you
never
know,
happened.
we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2.
Tough.
I almost died. And I got to read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him.
That's tough.
And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time.
That's tough.
Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like
Brandon
I'm telling
T,
you,
man.
I had
Brandon
the
T
other
caught a
dude's
stray.
work. I had all of it.
Everybody's
All I
catching
did was
strays,
say,
man,
I
this
wanna
whole
punch it
podcast.
up so it's not offensive to real niggas, and that's how I got in this position.
That's crazy.
I sure hope I have Club Shay after this here.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's
What do
never
you
been.
mean,
Yeah,
bro?
it's gonna be. It's gonna.
This man Katt
The
Williams just
greatest
blessed
thing
you.
floating in
I might be
2024.
out of
Mark
business.
the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next.
Yo. Yeah, he getting Oprah, man.
Once I establish this as a place of truth,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it?
Yo, when did Kevin Hart
I
wear a
made my
dress,
own
though? I'm trying
decision.
to think. What movie was
Duh.
that?
But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
Ooh.
It's okay.
Hold up.
All right. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that
Right.
to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was.
Okay.
And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But
This man, Katt Williams, was standing on
yeah,
business
it's,
before anyone was standing on business.
it's interesting,
huh?
but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that
Already had
came
his
to
deals.
LA, and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before
Okay.
that person or since
You got
that
a point,
person.
but
what do
Kevin
you
Hart was
think
top
a
dog for a
plant
minute, man.
is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions
I don't know,
of these
man.
words.
I like Kevin Hart,
You know?
though.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing
Even if
comedy.
Kevin was
that
a
Kevin
plant,
at the same time that they
he's still,
gave
like,
DC
funny,
Young
though,
Fly
right?
Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers.
Like, Kevin Hart's not
but we
fake
keep
funny.
seeing
Like,
the
he's
same
real
people
funny.
open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't
True.
he now opening it up for...
He did let
Don't such
Tiffany
and
have
such
his
open
own.
the gate?
You got a point.
What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Nah, you got a point.
Would you?
got a point there.
Everyone I've seen got a keeper. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years.
Weird.
Like,
Weird.
it's like that.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Yes,
Because
what?
I'm really the product. It's not what you think.
Okay.
I am never under the influence of anything.
Okay.
I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought.
All right.
There's far less play in me
Okay.
than you would like.
Tell him,
I hate
Katt.
to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
Yo, Jussie Smollett
Like
just cut it
in
straight.
the
What's
checks
going
and
on?
balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves. If you decide today that you're gonna live every day like it's your last for real,
Yeah.
which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it. May not be no more after that.
No, that was real.
Really
That was
count
real.
yourself every day like this could have been it.
They do always say,
All right,
man, try to live every
before
day
I
like
go
it's
to
your
bed,
last,
this
man.
could
But
be
who
it.
really does it like
All right,
that?
how's that looking?
Be
If you
accountable.
can do that, it'll change your life. You'll really start making decisions and living your life like this all you got. Just this one day.
Now he's got a point.
But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day. It's just work ethic. And not the work ethic they talk about. They tell you work ethic where they do all these movies. I'm the hardest working man. Well, no, everybody goes to work every day. But
Right.
Got a point?
yeah. Don't say, I go to work all the time. Everybody who works goes to work every day. Shut up. Shut up. You get, what? You think I respect you more than my gardener? I don't. I don't. He work every day. Rain or shine. Ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally, when people are giving you information, I'm
Steve
thinking
Harvey
I'm
getting
hearing it
aired
for
out.
the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless.
You can't believe
That's
everything
my
anybody
story.
says, you know
That's
what I mean?
not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years
Hold
ago,
up,
he was
Steve Harvey
making
lied about being
$3,000 a show in
$3
cash
G's a
and
show.
doing 5 shows a week.
Huh?
They just tell the
making
stories.
15 Gs
Thanks
a
to
week.
my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that?
Oh,
You
man,
told
yo.
us it was her.
Now he's on
Then
him
you
right
went
now. He's
and
on him.
married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history.
Hold up.
Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedrick and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies.
Okay.
Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
That's tough.
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television? And the same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now
wow.
Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit.
I didn't know about all that.
And then he gets this high top fade, making all black
Mark
men
Curry
think he
got
got the best
got his
lineup
stuff
in the
stolen,
business.
huh?
And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
Okay.
I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way you. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by
Yeah,
alcohol.
let Katt go. Hold
I've
up.
had a sip, less than you.
Look at that.
The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie.
Katt's
This
real,
is like
man.
Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey, I'm one of the richest men that ever lived. And I don't mean
You got money
please
like
don't look
that,
at my
Katt?
net
Hold up.
worth. I saw my net worth. I had that on me.
I had it on me, dude. I had it on me.
I swear to God.
Yo, somebody Google the net worth, man. Put it in the comments, bro. I'm curious.
What I'm saying is, like,
No, that was good.
I'm saying my net worth is less than my last Netflix deal. You understand what I'm telling
Make
you?
it make sense.
Okay.
But I'm fine. Jesus was poor. Jesus ain't had nothing. So why I'm gonna be mad you say I don't have nothing?
Got a
They
point.
had the minutes they had back then, okay.
Say it again.
We got different amenities now.
Not more than gold. Gold was the amenity of that time. We still got gold. Gold still running.
They have no Rolls Royce. They got a. You can buy a ass. That's what they call it in the biblical time. They were cheap.
I'm saying if you really want to say, I'm saying a color nan is cheap. So back in the day, I would give my girl a donkey. Today we get her a color nan. But I'm saying whoever and whatever it is, I'm saying we.
Color nan ain't cheap for me, man. I ain't getting no color.
I'm saying because what we gonna do? I done already told you I'm one of the richest people that ever lived.
Yes.
Only in the fact that when I wake up in the morning, no matter where I am, I don't need nothing. Whatever I need is right around me, and whatever I don't have, it's only just because I don't have it.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
It's not because I can't get it.
That's what riches really is, man.
Like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it.
Yeah.
That's how Diddy be feeling.
Now, come on, man.
Yo, this man's throwing strays at everyone, bro.
So
Diddy caught a stray.
You're not supposed to look at anything that you don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one. Like you can't really have types.
Okay. Tell him.
We should have had the cameras rolling when he walked in.
Oh, he was going already.
I said, God, you in control. Take the wheel. Before I ask one question, he went 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So now, as the interviewee,
which was good. It was good 30 minutes.
I'm going in my head, do I cut him off?
Cut him
To
off.
the line of questioning, or do I let him go?
Let him rock.
I don't need to be motivated. The truth doesn't motivate. He says,
This man, Katt Williams, gave Shannon Sharpe one of his best podcasts. I'm pretty sure it's the most viewed ever on his whole show.
When someone comes on my show and they're telling me something that no one else has heard, I'm assuming they're telling me the truth because only that individual was there would know.
Yeah.
Look, you come to my platform, you talk.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be I had no idea where Katt was going to go. I had the only thing that like I said, he went 30 minutes and I didn't even get a question in.
I don't know about Shannon Sharpe on this one, man.
So we really
I didn't realize that this was Katt Williams' podcast, man. It was Katt Williams' podcast that day.
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even talk to them anymore.
Yeah, you got a point,
like,
man.
you don't go to.
Listen, man. Everybody that was in all the Fridays, Friday after the next, all that next Friday. Listen, man. Ice Cube, he did a lot of that out of his own pocket, by himself, independent, man. If you didn't get a big check, bro, man, the exposure everybody got from those movies alone was enough, man. Like, it's really about attention, not even the dollar signs at first, man. It's about attention, man. If you got attention, you're good, straight up.
Goodwill. You don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up?
Got a point.
Why don't you shut up? You could have went to Hermes. Why you didn't go to Balenciaga? Why you didn't get a bowl to the Balmain? You want to have that conversation?
Right. Exactly.
What you mean, the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What do you mean he didn't pay you enough?
Exactly.
They weirdos that felt like they earned the opportunity because they were big. No, I understood.
That ain't no $200 million movie. Well, I mean, how much did you expect you was gonna make?
Well, I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So it was no harm, no foul. I knew that I was gonna go from there, and there was no
turning back for Katt Williams.
Well, here's the thing. You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that We haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you
he's on Shannon
he
Sharpe
had
right, man.
Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and
dude.
Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Got him.
Well, I didn't know
He shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act.
That's tough.
He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere.
That's tough.
You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What?
Yeah.
So Ricky Smiley knows this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days?
Nobody could have played
The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom.
Ooh.
And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
I didn't even know that. Hold up.
Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
Yeah.
If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped.
Yeah.
So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie?
No way he said that.
Was it First Sunday?
No way.
Did he wear a dress in it?
Hold up.
You bet he did. It's in my contract.
What?
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor.
How would you do that?
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
Oh, that's tough.
They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie.
Outright.
That's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We actual pimp Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Katt, he did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth. Yeah. My family not even gonna know who this is. So yeah, tell your story.
That's tough, man.
Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever.
He's on him.
Like, you can't get a young fan base with that.
You got a point.
Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work. And he is. Cedrick told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up? He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know. Right. The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice. Right. It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
I'm actually curious what
1998,
Y'all know about the
I'm
joke?
doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedrick comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
Man,
and he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
That's tough.
Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times.
That's messed up.
And Katt didn't do. As I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedrick's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? Cedrick sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedrick the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer. Right. We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
He's going in on
You don't think Cedric's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi. And this is the age of truth, and the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition.
Would you be willing to do another Friday?
Good question.
Cube already asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless. Right. And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But We miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you.
That's facts, man. John Witherspoon,
the Chris
man.
Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Hold up.
Narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
What we got here,
These
man?
are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Ooh.
That includes blessings for his people.
Ooh.
That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Ooh.
They all do the same job.
Okay. Hold up.
Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years?
That's tough, man.
If what I say ain't the case.